Hi everybody and welcome to our webinar. I'm Matt Bedford from ELS Agency. Today's webinar is a beginner's guide to creating content for the web. Content which works both at a local level and internationally. As you can see, I divided today's talk into 3 sections. First we'll take a look at great writing generally, then we'll have a look at the SEO, and finally we're going to take a look at how to make those contents work internationally through the localization process. So first of all, let's take a look at a web page. As you can see, there's the header, the menu, a pretty picture, and also at the bottom you'll find a footer and contacts, all stuff that you should be familiar with. You'll see our text in the middle, which is divided into the headline, the body copy, and finally at the bottom a CTA, or a call to action, which typically asks the person reading it to do something. Click here, download this, etc. The first thing I'm thinking about when I'm writing a text for the web is its purpose. Alright, what's it going to be doing? Is it going to be something funny? Is it going to be something about business? Is it going to be something which I'm trying to sell? After I've got that clear, I need to think about who the audience is. And like that I can adjust my tone and my topics accordingly. It's usually at this stage of the planning when I consider my SEO keywords. We're going to come back to those in a minute. Carrying on thinking about our writing, however, there's a few steps to go through. First of all, I want to have a structure for my text. I want to keep it simple. I want to break it down into manageable sections. To help me do that, I'm going to use bullet points, charts, and other kind of media, videos, for instance. All of this is going to support what I'm saying. And finally then, I'm going to come back to write the headline. Why am I going to do that? Because the headline's the most important bit. Many people know the famous 80-20 rule, whereby the headline gets 80% of the attention, and instead everything else only gets 20. Obviously that just goes to underline that it's so important to get the right headline for you. One trick to doing this is to look at a Google scraping site. We like to use answerthepublic.com. Using that, you'll be able to get a list of all the recent searches that people have done on Google, and that can be very helpful inspiration, let's say, when you're choosing your headline, because you know that your headline is something that people have already been searching for. Let's come back now to the SEO. When I'm doing SEO, I'm essentially writing down 2 things, the keywords and the meta text. The meta text is not something visible on the web page itself, although it has been inserted into that web page when it was created. Instead, it's something you're going to find in the Google search results, just underneath the blue line. My keywords instead are words which are particularly relevant to my topic, and they're also words which I think are going to play well on Google. I insert these keywords not only into the text that I'm writing, but also into my title and in the meta text too. Choosing the right keywords is a science in itself, and it's very easy to get tied up in it. A good general rule to follow is to take just a few keywords which are highly relevant to your text, nothing too general, and words which accurately describe what you're writing about. Rather than filling your text with these keywords, the best practice today tends to be to find related keywords and to work those into your text as well. When choosing your keywords, I would rely on your own intuition at the beginning. Once you've got a list of 2 or 3 that you'd be happy to use, look at these websites which are listed here, see which ones are most effective, and go with those. The story about localizing content for the web, especially at an SEO level, is that you need to start again. All of the work you did before regarding keyword research, etc., you're going to need to start from scratch in a new language. That's not necessarily because the words are particularly difficult to translate or that these words don't exist in another language. It's just that the reality is different. What's interesting for you in the UK might not be interesting for another person who's living in Poland, for instance. So, going step by step, the first thing is to do your research again. Obviously, if you're the translator, that's your job. If you're not a translator, but you're outsourcing this work, then you need to make sure that your agency is capable of it. Not all agencies can handle SEO work. One very good one, ELS agency, can, obviously. Once you've selected your agency, you need to give them a good briefing about it. You need to show them the keywords, show them the meta text, show them the related keywords. Once you've done that, then they're going to be in a better position to provide a better content for you in a new language. Again, another trick we can do here is to go back to answerthepublic.com. That works in other languages too. And just as you can choose a Google search to help inspire your headline in the first language, you can also do that in the second language. And that's our webinar for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Matt Bedford from ELS Agency. I hope it's been useful and I wish you a great day.